Hey y'all, welcome to Gourmet. Today, we're getting ready for the holidays, and it got me thinking about baked macaroni. Now, South Louisiana does not have a long tradition of baked macaroni, with the exception of some older neighborhoods in New Orleans. These older neighborhoods by the river, they do have that long, storied tradition. So that's why we're going to call this my Riverside macaroni. It's rich, sharp, creamy, and sturdy enough to hold up on a plate with lunch gravy. So we'll start by setting that oven to preheat at 325, and we'll get the hardware out. We've got a pot or a saucepan here with water set to boil that we're going to salt just like you would any other pasta water. We've got our saucier. Now the software, we've got some fusilli, a couple eggs. We've got evaporated milk, paprika, crushed pepper, a half cup of flour, Cabot seriously sharp cheddar, and 1 pound of medium cheddar. Now, all that cheddar, well, you're gonna need to take it and I guess it needs to be grated for this. So there we go. Then you're gonna take 1 block of cream cheese, leave that out for a little bit to soften. We're gonna turn the saucier pan to medium high, drop some butter in there so we can begin making a roux. And to do that, we're gonna let the butter clarify, let it foam, have all the protein and water come to the surface, and then we'll spoon off all of that foam so that we have some nice clarified butter there that we can then dump our half cup of flour into and begin stirring to make a roux. Now, since this is a bechamel, we don't need a dark roux. It's a blonde roux, and we just need it to get to a light red color. We don't need to go very far with this. Once you get that red color, what you're going to do is you're going to take some pasta water. We're going to, that starchy pasta water, we're going to use 2 cups, and then we're going to use that 1 can of evaporated milk in there. Put all that into the roux and stir that around to make our bechamel. Once you have all that smooth and incorporated, we're going to crack 2 eggs into the bechamel. And whisk those in. Make sure to whisk quickly so that these don't scramble. You want this to get thoroughly incorporated into that creamy sauce. And next, we're going to put our block of cream cheese in. Hopefully yours is a little bit softer than mine was, so it melts a little easier. And we're going to put 1/3 of the medium cheddar in. Stir that around to get that all melted. It'll take a little bit of stirring, and it's going to get pretty thick, especially if you've got a big cold block of cream cheese in there that isn't quite melted yet. Once it's smooth, your pasta should be about done. Drain your pasta, pour your pasta into a casserole dish. Then you can put in your paprika and the black pepper. And that's going to be, then you're going to add in the seriously sharp cheddar. I got a little bit of that medium cheddar mixed in too. Once you have that in there, pour that hot bechamel sauce on top so that can soften up that cheddar and stir it all together. Optionally, sometimes I like to add some minced dulse in. And this is where we would add that in here. Other things you might add in, some broccoli, some bacon, some smoked sausage, fried up, little crispy half moons. And then we're going to go ahead and top this with the remainder of the medium cheddar, and then cover it with foil. You're going to then stick this in your oven for half an hour. After half an hour, you're going to remove that foil and cook for 10 more minutes. Once once you let it cook for 10 more minutes and I've turned the broiler on, get that tops a little bit crispy. Uh, it's looking good, but you're gonna need to wait to serve this. You need to let this rest for at least 10 minutes before serving. This is the hardest part. Just sitting there watching this bubbly, cheesy mixture, and you can't touch it. Uh, so this is the baked macaroni you find a few blocks from the river in New Orleans. Heavy, peppery, rich, absolutely perfect. Next to fried seafood or covered in holiday gravy, Christmas, Thanksgiving. If you want more Gulf South classics like this, you know, cooked with the real techniques around the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, whichever you prefer, hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little bell down there for notifications so the servers do their thing in Wiz to Life and recommend stuff like this to you. We'll give this a bite. Oh, it is dense, but it is also creamy. It is rich and cheesy. It's really magnificent. Hope you all enjoy this. Thanks for watching.